This is Carl Andron of Andron Software Company with a video about how to install SeaMarks fishing software from a USB device. First thing you need to do is plug in the device. Windows will see that it's there, and any case where it gives you options, open folder to view files is the one I would choose, and it did it here automatically. The file we want to run is setup SeaMarks, so we'll go ahead and double click that, and that begins the install. So you can see that the install is thinking. Now we get the user account control to verify that you really want to run this program, and it gets started. I will minimize the background image here and give you just the one that's important. First, we have a thing that starts the ball rolling. Then we have an license agreement screen. You can read the whole thing. It's basically the same as other people, although in this case I allow the user to have upwards of 3 computers, one at home, one at work, one on the boat. But you're not supposed to decompile it, copy it, and turn it into another program and sell it. So if you accept that, you click the little box here and click next. This screen says, in effect, don't take the device out of the computer until you're operating the program. So it'll have a chance to fetch further files from the USB flash drive. So we'll OK that. Now, on this screen, I'll click it here so you can see it's going to put the program in a folder called SeaMarks. If you are upgrading, you would want to maybe change this to the Loran GPS folder, which I used to use. But for new owners, it should go into the SeaMarks folder. The next screen basically says that it's going to have a program folder name of SeaMarks, and we go on from there. And then this one basically says, okay, we're ready to go installing. So here we are installing the program. Goes through a number of steps, copying files from the USB flash drive into the computer. And now we're done. Now it says here that it's going to run SeaMarks. I haven't been able to make that work, so we'll just finish up. You will notice that a SeaMarks icon has been added to the home screen. It's a blue and green earth icon with an X on it. X marks the spot. So I'll double click that and off we go. This is the splash screen. Basically gives you some idea what to go on. This screen says since you are a new user, you should personalize the program. So we'll click OK with that. This is the user preferences screen. At the top it says this program hasn't been personalized yet, which is true. This is going to be the printout header, so we'll change that to something that you would like as the title for any book pages that you have. So we'll make this Jane Doe. Now the center latitude and center longitude, these are set up for St. Petersburg on the west coast of Florida. If you need to change them, you can get in there and modify these numbers. This is the latitude and longitude of the inlet, being Johns Pass, the sea buoy at Johns Pass. If you were going to use Loran numbers, chances are you'd be using Loran Chain 2, which is the Whiskey and Yankee slave pair, with 14,000 and 45,000 size numbers. You can hide Loren features if you want to by clicking here. And if you want to set some operating conditions, you may want to get into this later. You set the duplicate criteria. This is where if you're searching through a file, it will show duplicates and near duplicates. In other words, waypoints that are 50 or 100 feet apart. And you can change that distance. And also criteria for eliminating exact duplicates. You can set number formats, which would be part of another video, and you can set the conversion method, either a single ASF offset per file or using the tables that come with the program. And if these Loren chains are wrong for what you need, you can change to another set of Loren chains. For example, if you're going to work in New York or in San Francisco, you would need different Loren chains. This list includes the old 9930 chain, Southeast US, which was located in Dana, Indiana, but it was the only thing available back in the 60s. And also the Loren A chain, suitable for the west coast of Florida, which was for the early 50s and late 40s. So since I changed something, we'll save the settings and push OK done. Now here, as stated before, the program is copying in files. These are the NOAA charts and bathymetric charts from the flash drive. This takes a little while. There are quite a number of them. Now, if you already had upgraded, so it's done copying in, and this says the BSB charts or NOAA charts are not to be used for navigation, a standard disclaimer that they're not accurate enough to keep you from running aground. The program, when it comes to you, is set to show the test file. The test file contains 240 waypoints that are organized in different ways so that you can see what you can do with them. You can give them names. You can show them with Loren numbers and lat long. You can show them with a rating. Rating is basically how good is the spot. Anywhere from no good to great, 1 star to 4 star. And I urge you to keep points that look good on the recorder, but you checked out and they weren't any good. If you don't have them in your list and on your GPS, you may waste time on them in the future. So if you'd sent a diver down and he said, oh, it's just a grassy slope, you'll know. You have an icon that goes with each waypoint. You have a depth. The depth column in this case is not filled in. This column indicates that the chain number was number 3, and basically we'll see that that's because if we display this on a chart, the points are off of the lower keys. This is Key West here, and this is Dry Tortugas, and your 7 Mile Bridge is somewhere in here. And this chart shows you Loren lines and lat long lines. So that is a basic installation video. You have other videos showing you how to set different display options and how to do various things.